Hey everyone, this is Unlock24, and today I'm going to be showing you a new deck that was made possible by the Bonz event. Now, if you want to go ahead and enter for a chance to win a gift card this coming Monday, go ahead and subscribe. And the deck that I'm going to be showing you today, it is a zombie deck, and overall it's really fun to play. However, well, let me go ahead and talk about it, and then we can go over it. So basically, for this deck, I'm running 3 Gozukis, 3 Despair from the Dark, 3 Ill Bloods. How many Despairs from the Dark did I say? It's 3 Despair from the Dark, 3 Ill Blood. I kind of lost my my train of thought here there for a bit. 1 Heavy Knight of the Flames, 2 Goblin Zombies, 1 Supervise, 2 Twisters, 3 Enemy Controllers, and 2 CALL of the Mummies. You don't want to run 3 because they get super cloggy, and after you draw that first one, not a lot of people are running Twisters or D-Spells or anything like that, so they're most of the time dead in your hand. And I think at 2 it's a perfect number. And if you want to go ahead and run the 3, I mean, go ahead and run the 3, but it's not gonna be as good. Or I mean, you're gonna have a copy of it in your hand, but the rest of them are just gonna be dead. Anyways, the deck is it's really fun, but it's not at that level where it's gonna get you to king of games. It will compete, but if you play against something like Horus or Silent Magician level 5, I think you're most likely gonna lose, because once they get the Horus level 8, there's really nothing that this deck can do. Everything is spells. And I did try a deck with trap cards, with Mirror Walls and Jesudas and things like that, but Head Rush is just so devastating. If they play a Head Rush, those trap cards aren't really gonna help you. Whereas Enemy Control, you can just switch the monster to defense mode, and they won't be able to attack you, and they won't get rid of your Despair from the Dark or your Ill Blood. Now, one of the things that this deck does have an advantage over is it can go ahead and compete with Red Eyes, and it can go ahead and compete with Ninjas and with Phoenix. With Ninjas, it's a little bit 50-50, because if they run 3 of the trap cards that remove monsters from play, it's kind of annoying. But other than that, the deck is really consistent. Most of the time, you want to start out with a Gozuki, send a Despair from the Dark, and then after that, wait until you get a Ill Blood, and then most of the time you don't even end up using the CALL of the Mummy. It's there just for, I guess, for a backup whenever you don't have any monsters and you have a Despair from the Dark and a Ill Blood. The combo to where you can go ahead and activate Despair from the from our CALL of the Mummy, summon Ill Blood with the effect, second summon Ill Blood, activate his effect, and summon a Despair from the Dark is devastating, and that by itself is already an OTK. And then if you can throw an Enemy Controller on top of that, it's super destructive, and it is super fun to use. Another little combo that I do like to use is activate Gozuki, activate the effect, go ahead and this, keeping in mind that Gozuki already has been on the field for 1 turn, which a lot of the time it is going to be out there for 1 turn. But you send the Despair from the Dark, you activate Enemy Controller, you tribute the Gozuki, you activate the effect of Gozuki, remove a zombie, special summon Ill Blood, second summon him, and then get a Despair, and that already is game. And because you end up having his monsters, an Ill Blood and a Despair, so the deck can have OTKs pop out of nowhere, and it's really good, and it's really fun when that happens. But if you're facing against like I said, a Horus or a Silent Magician, you're done. But let me go ahead and show you a couple of replays now. This deck, I don't think, like I said, it's not going to be able to compete with Cyber Angels. If the Kini goes up to 37, your only out is going to be an Enemy Controller to take over it. Or well, basically everyone is playing Cyber Angels, but your only out to that is you pray and hope that you have Enemy Controller, because Enemy Controller is just super good. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the replays. I'm playing the deck. I haven't played my much rank. I am playing it in Platinum 3 or 4, I think. Platinum 4. There you go. Alright, let's go ahead, get into the dual replays. And I do think that I do need to somehow come out with a solution to fix my mic, because for some reason lately it's picking up a ton of like a ton of noise and a ton of saliva, and oh my god, how do I hate when it does that, when it catches like every little movement my mouth makes. But I think it has to do something with the game, but I'll figure it out eventually. Alright, against this first one, Avon. He's running Yami Merrick. Oh, and I am playing Restart with Yugimoto. I'm just trying to level up Yugimoto. The only reason I have him on, and he does have Restart, so that kind of helps. Alright, so I did get a decent hand. Alright, summon the Gozuki, activate the effect, send a Despair, set an enemy controller. Don't want to do anything else, just want to go ahead and set up the Gozuki. And if Gozuki gets destroyed, it's fine. I can go ahead and summon and no blood, so I let it go through. I go ahead and econ the Heavy Knight. Gozuki gets destroyed. Go ahead, activate the effect, get an no blood out. Get an enemy controller. Second summon the blood, activate the effect, summon the second no blood. Activate Supervise on the second no blood, activate the effect, activate Gozuki's effects, and another Despair. Here attack, he enemy controllers, which, I mean, it's fine. I can just keep attacking. And here I thought I was just going to go ahead and attack for game, because I do have game. And like I said, the deck just pulls otks out of like thin air. Alright, okay. This one was against Merrick. Let's go to the next one. Alright, Odeon. I think if you can outpace Cyber Angels, you might be you might be to where the deck is kind of competitive, but Cyber Angels is just super consistent. And if they're running like the 3 Senjus and the 3 Birds with the 2 Petite Angels, I don't think you'll be able to outspeed it. Maybe they draw like a really bad hand, but there's really no bad hands in Cyber Angels, I don't think. Maybe if they... No, even if they run like... If they draw like 3 Rituals and like 2 Monsters, those 2 Monsters is gonna make it to where they can do something. Alright, Call of the Mummy, activate effect, get Despair. Unfortunately, I do get Floodgate Trap Hole, which it kind of sucks when your Despair gets Floodgate. Gozuki activates, send another Despair, and set the enemy controller, and just go ahead and attack. I'm not really sure what he's running with that Enchanted Javelin. So I was thinking he was probably playing Life Cost 0 with Cyberstein. So I was kind of trying not to get him under 1,000. So tribute for Gozuki. Gozuki activates, and I can summon the other Gozuki. And here, kind of unfortunate that I attack into a Gill Lizard. And I do see why people are running that, because Horus is a thing, and so is on Magician level 8. And a Gill Lizard's a really good out to those. Alright, tribute the face down Despair. Activate Twister for the mask, and I can go ahead and just attack for some damage. Another Enchanted Javelin. And then he surrenders. So nothing great in Platinum 4, or maybe it's just the time I'm playing. I don't know. Against this Mako Tsunami. Let's see. Mako Tsunami, let's see. Oh, I remember this game. Alright, so let's go ahead and... So, go ahead and... He does have Mythic Depths, he does have his Yumi face up. I do go ahead and activate Restart, which, thinking about it back, I should have just kept it because I do have that Twister. But I do end up drawing a really good hand, so it works out. Call of the Mummy, activate effect to bring out a Neo Blood, second summon him. Get a Despair, attack, and there I was thinking it was a Yomi ship, that's why I attacked with Despair. If Despair would have gone destroyed, it would have been fine. I could have just summoned him back again. And I go ahead and attack for 21 damage. I summons that, activate Big Wave for Small Wave. He does summon Neo Daedalus, so I do have to enemy control my Despair, take control of his Daedalus, so he doesn't blow up the field. Activate Your Blood effect, and then summon my Gozuki. Send another Despair, just collide with his Daedalus, and then attack for game. So the deck can dish out monsters left and right, but the only thing that it can't do is it can't compete with a monster that is higher than 28 attack. The only out that it has is those enemy controllers. And I did try the deck with mirror walls, but like again, I was facing against several people that had Super Rush, and I did lose 3 games in a row to Super Head Rush or whatever that card is. For some reason, I can't remember what that card. I can't remember the name of the card to save my life. I always forget what the name of it. I'm just gonna call it Rush from now on. But I lost to that card like 3 times in a row, and I'm like, I'm taking the freaking mirror walls out. They can't compete with the Rush, so I took him out, and I put enemy controllers instead. And the enemy controllers are really good. Playing against randomness, the randomness that is Platinum 4. The decks here are just all over the place. I do blood with Call of the Mummy, second summon for Gozuki. He windstorms, and windstorm is always kind of annoying when it's played. I don't know why not that many people are playing it. It's so good. It gets rid of Horus level 8. It gets rid of like a lot of things that you can't normally get rid of. But for some reason, it kind of just fell off the face of the earth. No one is really playing it. Alright, that Gozuki is just putting in a ton of work. And I do apologize that this deck is just super crazy expensive because of the Gozukis. Actually, it took me a really long time to get the Gozukis, and I'm pretty sure most of you only have like 1 or 2, but the deck does need the Gozukis. It runs basically on that. And like I said, I know it's kind of expensive, but it is a really fun deck to use. If you don't have the Gozukis, I wouldn't suggest that you go out of your way to get him, or spend some money that you otherwise would need for something else. The deck isn't as competitive as Cyber Angels. I would rather you go for Cyber Angels with like 2 or like 3 of the Senjus and 2 Petite Angels maybe. But I don't know. I think that's gonna be it for those replays. Again, I wouldn't suggest you go out of your way to pick them up. If you have them, play the deck. It's really fun, especially if you're in Platinum. You are gonna destroy a ton of people because the deck can just do OTKs left and right. And Call of the Mummy is a really good card, and it's a huge addition to zombies. Hopefully next time or the next go around that Bonz comes out, hopefully in Christmas with that whole Halloween and Christmas thing. Hopefully they release Zombie Master or a Call of the Hunted. But let me go ahead and show you the deck once again. And again, I do want to remind you to go ahead and subscribe to be entered for a chance to win one of those gift cards that I'll be giving away on the coming week. There's the deck again if you want to go ahead and take a screenshot or whatever it is that you want to do. Super fun deck to use. I do have a Ryokoki, however, why would I run a Ryokoki when Despair from the Dark is a thing, and it's way stronger. I love the artwork in Ryokoki. Let me go ahead and search for it. And overall, the whole Bonz thing, I've played him I think 11 times. That's how I was able to get the second Call of the Mummy. Let me go ahead. I've gone Call of the Mummy, Ryokoki. I think it's let's see, search. Yeah, there it is. I just love the artwork. It reminds me of that one Sin from Full Metal Alchemist. I'm pretty sure if you've seen Full Metal Alchemist, you know what I'm talking about. Whenever what's his face? The Full Metal Alchemist gets eaten by gluttony, and they go down into the hole or into his stomach. That's what this guy reminds me of. But anyways, I'm just babbling now. What I got from Bonz was Ryokoki, 2 castles, 1 pumpkin, 1 Call of the Mummy. So haven't been that successful when it comes to farming him. But I did get the basics where I can go ahead and run the zombie deck. I do want to go ahead and get the third Call of the Mummy, even though I'm not gonna use it. I do just want to have it in the just in my collection, just in case for some reason, and I want to go ahead and have 3 in 1 deck. But anyways, that's it for today. Again, if you want to go ahead and enter for a chance to win a gift card this coming Monday, go ahead and subscribe. If you just enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time.